Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to use generative AI to create your own WalkSTEM tour. Now, a WalkSTEM tour is a really helpful tool for educators that they can use to help their students see the math and science in the world around them and become passionate about STEM by seeing the world through what we call a STEM lens. So, to begin, I am going to upload the WalkSTEM generator PDF into Claude AI. I'm using Claude AI today because it's a really user-friendly tool, and I only have the free account, and I can use it to generate as many of these WalkSTEM tours as I want, which again is really helpful, really accessible. Okay, so the first question, where will the WalkSTEM take place? So I'm a teacher at William B. Travis Academy, so I'm going to say I'd like it to be done at my school, but you could literally make it any location. Okay, so it is asking me if I want to align to particular state standards, and of course I do. If I'm going to bring this into my classroom, I need to make sure that I'm teaching the right things. And fortunately, the WalkSTEM generator is able to meet those standards. Okay, what is the grade level? Seventh grade. As you can see, it's just asking me these very simple prompts. I don't have any experience with generative AI tools, and you don't need any because we've set it up in a way that you're truly just responding to these very simple questions, like what area of STEM would I like to focus this on? So I'm going to say life science, or actually, let's make that physical science. Perfect. Physical science. Yes. The Claude is very encouraging, really makes you feel good about yourself. Would you like to layer in a particular theme? So actually, yes, I would. I'm going to say, let's focus this on art. What that means is essentially that Claude is going to try to use art in order to teach us about life science. And this, again, is very much in the WalkSTEM spirit, which is like, there is math and science everywhere, even in the places you wouldn't necessarily think to look. Okay, how many stops should the walking tour include? I'm going to say 4. Now I have 2 final questions. Do you have any images for a specific spot that you'd like to include? No image, but focus tour on the classroom and the courtyard. Because again, I want to just be a little more specific about where I'm going to be taking my students on my WalkSTEM tour. Okay, do you have any stories or personal anecdotes you'd like me to include in this tour? I'm going to say nope. None today. So that's it. It's now going to generate the WalkSTEM tour. Okay, so look, here we go. So this is the WalkSTEM Tour Physical Science and Art. It takes place at the William B. Travis Academy for 7th graders, and it aligns with Texas Tech's standards, as you can see right here. Okay, so let's take a quick look through these stops, shall we? So the first one is Light and Shadow Dance Classroom Windows. So the location is near the classroom windows where natural light might enter. Observation prompt. So you as the educator now are going to become a tour guide, right? So you bring your students over to the window and you say, look carefully at how light moves through and around the windows. Notice the shadows created by window frames, blinds, or any other objects on the windowsill. Watch how these shadows change as you move your head or body. What happens to the shadows when you hold up different objects between the light source and the wall? Try using your hands, a pencil, a piece of paper. How did the shadows change in size and sharpness as you move closer? Then now you have the students engaging with this, right? They're holding up their hand, they're holding up other objects, they're seeing the shadows. And then finally, you connect those observations, those experiences to a STEM concept. Light travels in straight lines. When light hits an opaque object, it creates a shadow because the light cannot pass through. The size and sharpness of shadows demonstrates how light behaves predictably. And then artists use this understanding of light and shadow to create depth and drama in their work. So then you see, we bring it back to this theme. So now I think any student could really relate to this, whether they're, a science inclined kid or an artistically inclined kid. All of them can look at this and be like, oh, wow, that's really interesting. And then you see we have 3 more stops at different areas of the classroom and courtyard, focusing on slightly different areas of physical science. And we even have a PDF so you can print it out and lead your kids on a WalkSTEM tour.